Hello everyone, it's Tammy and welcome to my craft room here at Creative Girl Vintage. So here's what I have for you today. I promised you guys some paper dolls a while back and I wanted to follow through on that promise. What I did was I scanned some of my vintage paper dolls, gave them a lot of TLC, had to clean them up, alter them up a bit, but I've come up with a really cute little paper doll pack here for crafting. And I designed this basically so you guys can just do whatever your heart desires. But for this video today, we'll open it up. I'll show you what's in it. I'll let you know where you can grab yours. And I'll show you a couple projects, a couple ideas of things that I did with the paper dolls, just for a little inspiration. If you're new to my channel, a giant welcome to you. We do a lot of crafting, a lot of creating over here. And if you've been here for a while, you know I love you. So I'm really excited to share this with you today. So let's get started with our little paper doll pack. All right, let me share what's inside this packet. And as usual, you can find this in my Etsy shop. The link to my shop is below this video. All right, so here's what we got inside this little paper doll pack. We're going to start out probably with my favorite. Look at the kitten. That's not just the sweetest. This was all altered up by me. I absolutely love her. This is her little sister in her floral dress and her big bow with Dream. This one here is a darling little paper doll, and I found this little saying from an old storybook that says, "Once I saw a little bird come hop, 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 so I cried, 'Little bird, will you stop, stop, stop?' I was going to the window to say, 'How do you do?' But he shook his little tail and far away he flew." So she also has a little dress that fits her with her little birds on there. And then here's another sweet girl, and you might recognize her. I did use her face on the Vintage Soul Journal bundle, and she's also got a little dress, and she's holding a basket full of flowers and a little chick inside there and a little fresh cut flowers banner. So let me show you guys just some ideas that I had to make some paper dolls, and I'm going to start out with my favorite one first, and here's what we're going to make. This is the little ornament that I put together, and she's just an absolute little sweetheart. So let me just gather up what we need for this, and real quick I'll show you how I put this together. All right, these images are printed on cardstock, but I like to make things a little bit stronger. Okay, so those of you who follow me see me do this dozens of times, and so we just want to add a little bit of strength to our paper. So I'm just going to use my Create glue stick. Oh, goodness sakes. I didn't want to come off of there. And let's just flip her over. No cutting necessary at this point. And let's just put a nice, good, even coat of this glue stick right here on the back of this image. I'm going to grab another piece of cardstock, kind of anything you got on hand, and let's lay this glue side down. Make sure you don't have any stickies on your fingers at this point because it'll kind of gum up like in the front and get on your image. Okay, just press this down really good. And now we've got a lot more strength because we're dealing with two pieces of cardstock now. And my next suggestion is always grab a nice big heavy book and lay it down. Let things flatten out. Let your glue dry. You'll get a much better result. Today we're using Funk & Wagnall's Standard Desk Dictionary from the 1970s that I just found at a garage sale in a free box. Hey, you know you can't leave that behind, can you? Okay, so let's just let this dry over here, and let's just say it's all dry and ready. And here's one that I had done earlier, so she's in really good shape and she's ready to cut. I usually use my little cutter bee scissors. They're very precise to do fussy cutting, and fussy cutting is very enjoyable. You just take your time and just relax, and boy, we could all use a little relaxing, that's for sure. So I am actually just going to go around my image here, and I'm going to cut her out. And I never like sitting around watching paint dry, and I'm sure you guys don't either. So I'm going to turn the camera off, finish cutting her out, and I'll be right back when she's all finished. All right, so this little girl, she is definitely a little sweetheart. All right, I've got her all cut out here. And I'm going to grab my Distress ink, and this one I'm using right here, this is the tea-dyed color, but this ink pad is very weak. So I don't get a lot of ink out of it, but I kind of like that because I feel like it just enhances the color on the paper, and really gives it a vintage feel and kind of covers up any little white that might be showing on your edges. If your ink pad is new, just tread lightly and carefully go around your edges. But like I said, this is so weak. I really don't get a lot out of it. But I love saving my weak ink pads because they come in handy. So, all right, so we've got her all inked up, all cut out. She's so nice. Let's decorate her real quick. All right, you move you over there. I've just got a scrap of vintage lace here. And just using my glue gun, I'm going to put a little line of it right at the bottom of her dress and slap on a little bit of this lace. Okay, and we'll just trim it off. And I think, yeah, on the other one I did like a little double layer. So let's just make a little double layer on her. Okay, and I love putting stuff on like this because it looks like she's wearing a little dress. Cute. And I've got a piece of vintage seam binding here. And put a little glue right there and add a little bow right there. So cute. And then of course, I don't know, I just feel like everything always needs a button. I don't know. I always like it on a bow. I think it looks very cute. All right, and then to make her into an ornament, got a little bit of 20 gauge wire. And by the way, you guys, the crafting supplies I'm using today, you can find everything below this video in the description box. And if you're not sure how to get there, when you go below the video, you'll see it says show more. Just click that, and everything that I've linked and talked about will be there for you. I've got a hole punch here, and this is like a little tinier hole punch. And let me just go here on her shoulder. Okay. And we'll take some wire. You can do this with ribbon probably too if you like. Like I said, this is for you guys just to really enjoy and get creative with. And a good way to use up your scraps. Okay. And then I had a scrap of feather boa. And let me just put a little glue back here and pop that right on the back. It's almost like a little angel wing. And look at that. Is she sweet? And this one here, I added some glitter on her little pink rose. All right, that was easy, right? That was easy and cute just to make a beautiful little ornament. And then her little sister here, who's included in the pack, you'll see that I put this little heart on here for Dream. So I just cut one out so I can show you real quick. I mean, you could make another ornament out of her. And the little Dream heart, I added one of these little two-sided sticky dots just to give it a little dimension. And we're going to just lay it like right here. And it actually looks like she's holding the heart from behind, and it sticks out. It looks really cute. And one of my subscribers at one time said, if you don't have the sticky dot, just stick a button back there and it'll lift it and give it that dimension that you're looking for. So those are two little cute ornament ideas. Next, I'm going to grab these two little ladies out and let's do a journal tag. So what I did with this little girl is a journal tag, and this is what she looks like. Isn't this cute? A journal tag to me is like a little mini collage, and I love just using up all my little leftover things and putting together a little mini collage, right? My last video I did little mini collages on a piece of cardboard. So what I did here, this has a lot of nice things to cut out. Your paper doll or dress, a bird, the little saying, and I just use a plain little craft journal tag here, which, by the way, in the back of the paper doll pack, I threw a little blank tag in there for you, as well as there's like a little special dress in here as well. You can do something else, another little project with that. And simply, when I'm doing things like this, it's just all about layering, just layering things up. And I had a scrap of old wallpaper. Oh, and on the journal tag, I just tied a bow at the top. Scrap of old wallpaper. You can use scrapbooking paper, fabric, whatever you have. This is a scrap of lace. I just laid that on there. And I already went ahead and cut out my little girl, and I inked her up. And I didn't use the double cardstock on her since she's going to be laying flat. Like the ornament, you know, she needed to have a little more stability. So we have our cute little girl here. I used some rickrack that I had. There's little buttons. Her dress, like I showed you the little dream heart with the little sticky dot, because I wanted a little, get back over here. I wanted a little bit of dimension for her dress, as you can see how that's like sticking up there. Isn't that cute? I glued some lace on her dress as well. So I just put that on there, and this cute little saying can be layered on here as well. And where's her little bird? Oh, there's her little bird up there. And oh, I added some flowers. You can just add whatever you have. And then when I finished up, oh, I added a little bit of lace down the side, which I'll just usually just glue that down the back of my my tag, and then it shows up pretty in the front. And I just threw a little bit of glitter on there as well. So I think she turned out really sweet. And then for the other one in the pack, she had a little dress as well, and this is her tag that I made. Once again, I just layered it on here and glued it on, you guys. This is a piece of fabric back here, a bunch of scraps of lace and buttons, and I elevated her dress up too as well. And since this said fresh cut flowers, I just put a few little flowers there and put the little fresh cut flowers banner on that with a bow and a piece of vintage jewelry, and of course the seam binding ribbon. So those are just some great little ideas, a little bit of inspiration maybe to get you started and enjoy your paper doll pack. Thank you guys for hanging out with some crafting time today with me. I truly enjoy it so much, and today I am wishing you a day filled with all the good things because you deserve it. So I will see you for our next creative project. Bye for now.